A woman in Texas made $4,200 last month without opening her laptop once. Not from crypto, not from a course she's selling you right now, from a decision she made 3 years ago that took less effort than the meeting you sat through this morning. Most people think passive income died with the algorithm changes and the AI noise and the market saturation. It didn't die, it just stopped looking the way it used to. Here are 10 ways it still works in 2026 and why most people scroll past every single one of them. Idea 1. Dividend-paying index funds. Not exciting, not a headline. You put money into a fund, it pays you a percentage every quarter, whether the market is up or down, and you do nothing else. A teacher in Ohio put $400 a month into one for 6 years. She now gets $310 a quarter deposited automatically, forever, without lifting a finger. The boring part is the whole point. Nobody makes a viral video about compounding dividends because compounding doesn't look like anything happening. It just quietly is. Idea 2. Renting out a single spare room through a midterm rental platform. Not the nightly kind. Think traveling nurses, remote contractors, people relocating for 3 months at a time. One guy nets $900 a month on a room he barely uses, with tenants who stay long enough that he's not managing turnover every few days. The furniture cost him $800 once. He's been paid back 11 times over. Idea 3. Licensing a photo or design library. A woman took 200 photos of her own city over one summer. Nothing artistic, just clean stock shots of coffee shops and skylines, and uploaded them to a licensing platform. She earns $180 to $340 a month 4 years later from photos she took once and never touched again. The work happened in June 2022. The money is still arriving. Here's what's already forming underneath these 3. None of them are new ideas. All of them require upfront work that pays out slowly instead of instantly. That delay is exactly why most people quit before it starts working. Idea 4. Self-published, low-content books, planners, journals, puzzle books, sold through print on demand. A retired accountant designs a new one every few months, maybe 8 hours of work each, and the platform prints and ships everything. 23 of his books together bring in around $600 a month combined. No single one is impressive. All 23 together quietly are. Idea 5. Peer-to-peer lending through vetted platforms. You lend small amounts across dozens of borrowers instead of one big risky loan. A software engineer spread $8,000 across 160 loans and nets roughly 7% annually, arriving in small deposits every month without him doing anything after the initial setup. It's not glamorous. It's also not something he checks more than once a quarter. Idea 6. A YouTube backlog that keeps earning after you stop uploading. This sounds ironic considering what you're watching right now, but it's real. A finance channel that stopped posting new videos 18 months ago still pulls in $1,100 a month from old content people keep finding through search. The work was front-loaded. The income wasn't. Idea 7. Renting out equipment you already own. Not a car, not a house, a pressure washer, a truck, camera gear, a trailer. A man in Georgia rents his trailer out 8 times a year through a peer rental app and covers his own truck payment entirely from it. The asset already existed. He just stopped letting it sit idle in a driveway doing nothing for him. Notice the pattern sharpening now. Every idea so far involves something built once: a fund position, a room, a photo, a book, a loan, a video, a piece of equipment that keeps generating small, unglamorous, recurring payments without requiring your daily attention ever again. Idea 8. A niche affiliate website nobody's heard of. Not a general blog, a hyper-specific one, reviewing left-handed woodworking tools or comparing baby monitors for twins. A stay-at-home parent built one of these in 2021, wrote 40 articles, and now earns $2,300 a month from affiliate commissions on a site she updates maybe once a month. Google doesn't reward broad topics anymore. Idea 9. Vending machines placed in high-traffic, low-competition locations. Apartment laundry rooms, small offices, auto repair shops nobody else has approached. One machine costs around $3,000 upfront. A guy running 6 of them nets close to $1,800 a month combined, restocking maybe twice monthly. It's physical, it's unsexy, it also doesn't care about search algorithms, ad platforms, or anyone's attention span. Idea 10, and the one people underestimate the most, selling a digital template once and letting it sell forever. A spreadsheet, a resume format, a budgeting tracker, something built in a weekend and sold on a marketplace for $12 a copy. One woman's budgeting spreadsheet sells around 40 copies a month 3 years after she built it, with 0 updates since. $480 a month from a file she hasn't opened since 2023. Here's the rule threading through all 10. None of these are passive on day one. Every single one required real, front-loaded effort, building, writing, buying, licensing, setting up, before the passive part ever started. The word passive describes what happens after the work, never a replacement for it. That's exactly why most people never start any of these. They're looking for the version where the income comes before the effort, and that version has never existed. Not in 2020, not now, not in whatever year you're watching this. The woman from the beginning, the one who made $4,200 without opening her laptop, she spent 14 months building 3 of these 10 before any of them paid her a single dollar. Nobody filmed that part. Nobody clips the 14 months of nothing happening. They only ever show you the moment the deposit arrives, and by then, it looks like magic instead of what it actually was. Patience applied to something boring enough that no one else was willing to finish it. Somewhere right now, someone is closing this video to go look up get-rich-quick information instead. They'll find another video promising income with no upfront work, watch it, feel briefly inspired, and do nothing, because that video was never asking anything real of them. The 10 ideas here are asking something real. That's the actual filter, not intelligence, not luck, just whether you're willing to do the boring part first.